Hello class, Professor Watson. This discussion is going to be on the authorities of an inspector versus a firefighter and how the structure of our systems work as far as the rank structure. The system that I work for is in Pasco County, and I'm a local firefighter there. The inspectors are going to be kind of the legal authority, whereas we're more of a verbal sense of authority. The rank structure is we both work under a sort of paramilitary system where we work under one leader, and that's going to be the chief of our department, Chief Casson. On the inspector and investigator side, you're going to have Chief Campbell, who is going to be their leader, head boss man, and he's going to be the one that all the inspectors and investigators kind of have to go through, and then of course he will go through the chief of the department through issues. On the firefighter side, our combat chief is Chief Gordon, and then the same goes and follows with that, where Chief Gordon goes to chief of department. Inspectors versus firefighters. So inspectors have legal authority. They are the ones that do the paperwork. They have to deal with warrants, whether it be administration warrants for non-compliant owners or search warrants under criminal issues. They don't have the authority of law enforcement, so if any issues occur with a need for law enforcement, they are going to have to call for them. They can't apprehend people. They can't immediately shut down a business. That is a paper trail that I'm sure takes a long time, but they do have the authority to start the process to shut down businesses if they are non-compliant for any kind of violations, and building violation, fire violations. Let's see here. Our inspectors have, for Pasco, our inspectors are very overwhelmed. There is many more buildings and places that need to be inspected than we have inspectors. So they will collaborate with the fire department, with the firefighters, and sometimes we'll go out and access Knox boxes and whatnot, just to help them out and kind of come with them on some of the calls, so that we could see things as well, especially on new construction. They'll invite us out, and we'll check the buildings out so that we can have an idea of how things are getting put together. It's kind of a good practice we have. So they'll call us out on that kind of stuff, and it's usually a good thing. Inspectors are in charge of handling issues with alarm systems in the companies. For immediate activations, the fire department, the firefighters have to come out as a 911 activated call and handle that immediate issue. But long-term issues with alarm systems that are happening, especially on major some larger companies, if there's an issue, they will be the ones that handle that kind of issue. That's about it on the inspectors. Firefighters. We do not have any authority. No, we do have some. Like I said before, the inspectors are going to be the ones that handle the paperwork. We're going to be the more verbal side of it. We have to use the investigators, the inspectors, if we do see the issues. For minor or small violations, we would use an inspector, whether it be verbally calling them and talking to them, or if we'd have to file some sort of complaint and send like an email or something to them and let them know that we noticed a violation that requires their attention. For larger scale things, we'd use the fire investigator. For a major incident, something along the lines of maybe a building burned down and we noticed it was a very possible violation of fire code that caused the issue. These are going to require, say, an investigator or a fire marshal to come check things out to make sure that there was no compliance with that. We also use law enforcement the same as the inspectors do. If there's an issue, life-threatening issue especially, we won't mess around. We'll immediately call law enforcement to come assist us, because once again, we can't apprehend, we can't detain, we can't subdue people as much as we'd like to. We can't. Let's see. Firefighters deal with issues noticed on a random visit. So say we get hit for a call somewhere and we notice an issue. We're going to let that owner or whoever's in charge know that this is an issue. Please handle it. If not, we come back some other time and we notice that issue is the same. Yeah, we're going to contact an inspector and let them know, hey, we've seen this a couple times and it hasn't changed. Um, Other things that we might notice are during pre-plans would be the other random visit that owners aren't expecting. If we go out and do a pre-plan and notice, there's some sort of an issue, yeah, we're going to address it and tell the owner, this is a problem. Otherwise, we're going to contact an inspector. Especially in our first due area, that's something that's a good practice to have to let the owners know if you notice something, so that we can all work together on that. Inspectors are going to deal with routine checks, and being whatever type of building or occupancy is being inspected, they're going to deal with quarterly, annually, even monthly checks on some buildings. So the owners are going to have some kind of they will have a heads up when that inspector is coming, so they can move all their boxes away from the doorway that they're blocking. But that's pretty much it. Fire inspector versus a firefighter and the authorities and the way the structure works for Pasco. And hope you like the post.